Hi, this is Dana, and today is December 31st, 2011. Happy New Year to all of you, and I hope you have an exceptional year. Well, today I really want to show you what the new privacy settings are for the timeline Facebook. And first of all, I really want to hide all of this information, and you know that if you can actually hide your ticker if you don't like that live feed, and you can also hide the sidebar, so it gives you more of a clean canvas. Anyway, from this little down arrow next to home, we will select privacy settings. And this will actually give you some default privacy settings that you can choose if you are going to show your status updates publicly or with your friends. And you can also customize them so you can decide who is going to see your updates and who isn't. But let's explore a little bit of all of these settings. For example, how you connect. Do you connect so that everyone can actually find you or look at your timeline? That would be everyone in the world. And you have the choice to decide who can actually see your timeline. So for example, is it everyone? Is it your friends? Is it your friends of friends? Who can send you friend requests? Well, that's kind of like the same thing. You have the same three choices. Two choices, everyone or friends of friends. Obviously, your friends are already your friends. And who can send you Facebook messages? I believe, once again, it's the three choices right here. Who can post on your timeline? Is it your friends? Can they post on your timeline? Or is it only you can post on your timeline? So you can also limit who posts on your timeline. And this last one is who can actually see, if you choose your friends, for your friends to post on your timeline, who can actually see what your friends post. Is it everyone? Is it just friends of friends? Is it your friends? Is it maybe some lists that you have gathered? So you have that information as well. The second, which I love, is this how tags work. How tags work gives you the ability to decide or to actually pre-approve when someone tags you. So for example, if someone tags you on a post, you can, if you have this enabled, you can actually approve before that gets posted on your timeline. The same thing with photos. When someone tags you on a photo, you can approve before the photo is posted on your timeline if you want that photo posted or not. Of course, you can always do it afterwards. You can pre-do it or have you actually yourself approve if you want that or not. That doesn't mean that that photo is not going to show up in your friends' status updates, but it's not going to show up on your own timeline. Also, regarding those tags, who actually can see those tags? You can select who can actually see those tags. Now, you know that Facebook has face recognition. And what that means is based on your facial features, when someone uploads a photo that has many people, Facebook is going to try to decide who that photo is of, and it's going to give the person who's tagging an opportunity to tag that photo based on facial recognition. Well, I have it enabled here, but you can disable it. So if that's the case, actually no one can do this face recognition. So that's a very interesting feature as far as I'm concerned. And finally, is when friends can check you into places. So for example, if I want to say that I am with someone, and let's say that I'm going to be with my husband, Bruce, and I am going to be somewhere. Here I am at Manhattan restaurant. I can't type today, can I? Here we go. So if I were to post this, it'll actually post on my husband's timeline that I am with him, and also post this restaurant, or actually on their page, saying that I actually, or he actually checked in. So I have that ability to check in my friends if I wanted to. And I am just going to post it here just to show you. I am going to post it so that I can only see this, not even him. Just as an example. Okay, so in this case, you can see it. No one can see it except for me, that I am here with my husband. So in essence, if friends can check you into places, and that's what it was, I have the choice whether they can or they cannot. So right now this is enabled, but I can also disable it. Great. And the same goes for apps and websites. Apps and websites, there are two distinctive parts to it. The first one are the apps and websites that you use. So if you want other people to know that you use these apps from Facebook, you can leave them on. However, you can also remove them or turn them off so they don't travel with you when you're using them, for example. Like, Meetup. I may not want, although I love Meetup, I belong to a couple of different groups. But if I don't want the people on Facebook to know that I'm in Meetup groups, I'm just going to turn this off. The same goes for, you can decide what people bring into you. So what you want to see from your friends. If you want to see any of this information and different categories as well, that you can save these changes, and that information doesn't come with them when you see their status updates or on their ticker when they are actually on the live feed. Instant personalization means that there are some websites that actually are partners with Facebook that actually can access your preferences in order to give you a better experience when you visit these websites. So they will take that information and they'll use it. So you can enable it or you can absolutely disable it. And finally, public search. Public search means how are people if they search you on any search engines, Google, Yahoo, Bing, how are they going to see you? So you can enable this public search or you can disable or not enable it, I guess. And then you can also see a preview how you would show up on the search engine. And one more very important option. When you go back to your timeline and you click on your friends on this little rectangle here, you can really manage who actually gets to see who your friends are. And you do that by going to the edit button and deciding if the public can see who your friends are, or just your friends, or only yourself. If you don't want anyone to know who your friends are, you can customize it, or maybe just one of your lists. And this is a very good feature that gives you more privacy as to who can see who your friends are. Anyway, I hope this was helpful, and on the next video I really want to explore friends and lists and see how you can actually manage those either collectively as lists or personally as friends, so you can determine what kind of updates you can get from them, and also how to almost see Facebook the old-fashioned way. Anyway, until next time, let me know if you have any questions. I will try to answer them the best I can. Once again, Happy New Year, and this is Dana with No Excuses, Mobile Marketing, Social Media, and Local Search.